You can easily turn your ultra-portable laptop experience into desktop-like experience using this device here. The ACASIS TBU405 Pro Max serves two purposes. One is SSD enclosure that will expand your storage up to 16 terabytes with two M.2 NVMe SSDs. And second is docking station with additional USB ports as well as up to two 4K display connections, one via HDMI and another one via USB-C connection. And it has a fan that actively cools SSDs for maximum performance. In the box you get everything you need to get started. Thunderbolt cable, USB-C charging cable, 100-watt charger. Very nice. This is UK power plug variant, however, check this out. We can remove this, and that's the US power plug. Furthermore, we get two SSD adapters and 4 thermal pads. The user manual explains very well how to handle this device. Also, check this out. You can set up RAID mode. Now let's see if it works. Power is plugged in, monitor is plugged in via USB-C, and this is our connection to the laptop. Let's plug it in and see what happens. And we have power. SSD is now connected and the monitor is also connected. We have liftoff. Yes, it works. By the way, if you're setting up a brand new SSD, then you might need to format it. I've already formatted this particular SSD, so it just shows up here. I can use it right away. Here are some facts about this device. You can connect one single 8K display or two 4K displays if your device allows it to, because, for example, MacBook Air M1 doesn't allow me to connect more than one display. If you're using Thunderbolt to connect your display, then your monitor will not be limited to 4K 60 Hz. You can select 144 Hz. Furthermore, you get 60 watts of power delivered to the laptop via this thing, and apparently read and write speeds could be up to 2800 megabytes per second. So let's test it. And the speed is close to 1300 write and over 1500 read. Alright, after doing some digging, I figured out that you can only get that 2800 megabytes per second speed if you're using RAID 0. Without RAID 0, this is the speed that you'll be getting. Close to 1300 megabytes per second write and above 1500 megabytes per second read. This is still very fast indeed. Now let's grab 6 gigabytes worth of video files and see how fast we can transfer them to the SSD. Boom, we're copying, and only a few seconds later the transfer is done. And what about editing videos off of this SSD? Let's add something to our timeline and have a look. This is a 4K HEVC H.265 footage. Yeah, it works well. Media playback is set to optimized original, so that's the highest quality. And the timeline performs very well. I mean, this is exactly the kind of performance that I'm getting using my internal, very fast MacBook SSD. I'm impressed. I can scrub through the timeline. No delay whatsoever. Extremely fast. The active cooling fan does make some noise, but it is very subtle. Allow me to demonstrate using this wireless microphone. What's great is that you can turn off that fan using this button here. Just click it and it's silent. This is handy if you're not stressing your SSD too much, if you don't need that extra cooling, because it still gets passive cooling. This is full metal body that dissipates a lot of heat from that SSD. At the bottom there are rubber feet to ensure that the device doesn't slide around on the desk. Overall, I think this is a great device, highly recommended. Very nice build quality, full metal body. Only thing I have a small complaint about is that fan noise. If you are in a very quiet room, you will definitely hear it. So once again, it would be nice to have maybe some settings to lower that fan speed to ensure that you're getting some active cooling while reducing that fan noise. But it's not such a huge deal on this model because you can turn off that fan completely using this button here, and then you can quickly re-enable it when you need the extra cooling. At the moment it is priced at $189. If you are interested in this device, I'll have it linked in the description below. Let me know in the comments what do you think about it, and don't forget to give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe for more if you haven't already. It was I, Vadim. Until next time.